all caught on video, and it's all about the best showman, bud. He's just shaking his head. He's a little angry,
upset,
but what's that?
If it hasn't started, you can back out.
Yeah, if it hasn't started, just back out. But I don't think we can get. I don't think we should allow to do that too often. But oh wait, our official TomTom is saying no. All right, cool. So we actually have an MLG official, a true MLG referee here, MLG TomTom in the house. He just overrided me, so I'm actually agreeing with him. Pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome that he just actually made that executive decision and turned around and looked at me and said, "No, he has to play this map." So shout out to MLG TomTom. I think his Twitter is MLG_TomTom. Check him out. He's just an awesome dude for helping us here as an official tracking stats. Yeah, I just got overrided in my own house.
What happened to Scumpi in this event is that's kind of like the whole point of it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it is kind of the whole point. You got to deal with the punches.
Take the cards that are dealt to you.
There you go.
Say, ah, crap, and
metaphors.
Yeah.
You know,
You gotta take it.
You gotta play the hand that's dealt to you. You gotta, you know. What are some other sayings like that? Give me some of those.
You gotta just
roll with the punches.
Roll with the punches. You gotta just stick your hand in the bag and hope you don't get bit.
There you go. You gotta eat the piece of shitty candy that you get on Halloween. You know what I mean? You just gotta eat that shitty peanut butter candy sometimes. You know.
I mean, it's you know.
You got candy corn. You know. You gotta eat candy corn.
I mean, so. Again, if you guys don't know, I come from a background of YouTube in which we post gameplay commentaries, and there's a lot of guys who spend all day and they deal with stuff like that. Broken gameplays, bad lobbies, bad teammates, they can't get something going, and they basically play all day until they're able to capture something that they think is really amazing, and they do commentary over that and upload. And so, you know, what he dealt with is not anything different than I've dealt with myself. Granted that I have never done as good as he has, but you know, that's just kind of the life of a pub stomper, to be honest with you. And it can be really frustrating. It really can.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the thing is, you know, what's tough about this game is that, you know, that's one thing a lot of people don't really focus on when they request help from the developer to patch the game and fix the game. Is that, you know, you have players who are able to just turn their Xbox off, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't give you the host migration, it just drops the game. I mean, they need to do something about that, because in most cases, when people do turn their Xboxes off, they're raging, right, in the middle of the game. And so the better you do, the more of a chance there is for the host to just cut their Xbox off, especially if they're on the other team. So, you know, that's an issue in Call of Duty.
Yeah, and I actually call this tournament, I call it the perfect lobby. Because when you get in that lobby and you get something rolling, and there's enough people in there that are good, but not great, but not terrible, that you can do very, very well in, and you stay in that lobby. I mean, that's every pub stomper's dream, to stay in that lobby all day, do whatever you want. And we see here we have another host migration.
Another host migration
and you
for
see
Scumpi.
people leave all the time, and that's definitely a downfall of playing on public servers and playing online, is that, you know, some people don't care to leave. They'll just leave if they aren't doing good, if they don't care to stay, and it really does affect everybody else. But at the same time, somebody doesn't want to waste their time playing in a lobby that they're getting completely thrashed in, and which is inevitable if Scumpi's in your lobby. So,
yeah. So these guys are right back into the action here, though. Scumpi's just going back off. You know, I wish that we could pull host more out of our LAN, but you know, it's just not the case. I mean, when you pull host, though, it's just absolute destruction.
Yeah.
You know, it's like people just can't give you the host migration. Nobody can make you drop the game. You know, when you pull a host, it's always good to just stick around in that lobby. Yeah.
What do you think about having hosts? Do you think it's an unfair advantage? Or do you think it's good to know who's host, so you know that perhaps, you know, because I know in Black Ops, if the person had host, you're like, yeah, he has host. You didn't kill him, you know, he outgunned you, but at the same time, you're like, yeah, he has host, he had that advantage. Do you think it's good in Modern Warfare 3 that they have a lag pump for that, or would you much rather have somebody you know who's actually the host, who actually has that advantage?
I actually wish that, you know, we could actually have a star or something next to the name of the player who is host. I don't know why they haven't implemented that yet, but something just happened where Scumpi went off right there. So, you know, pretty dirty plays coming out of him. I didn't really catch that. I don't know if you did, but he just went nuts.
I just expect big things from him, so I just sit back and kind of relax. But if you're just tuning in, Scumpi dropped a Moab in his very first game of his 10-game stretch. Third game, he had a Moab, but the host disconnected, and he had, again, probably the fastest Moab I've ever seen from start. First kill to last kill ever. I've never seen anything faster than that. He got it within the first 30 points of a domination game, which is absolutely ridiculous. And that game didn't count because, again, the host left, and now he's working on his third game again here on Village domination.
Yeah,
and he's doing fairly well this game.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well. That game was just insane. We're definitely gonna have to go chop that up. We've talked about so much already. We probably should. But guys, if you guys are lagging in the stream, I see a couple people saying that. If you are lagging, if you're watching on anything other than 720p, you want to refresh the stream every so often, and that way it'll make it a little bit easier for you to watch the stream, because if you're watching on 360p or 480p, eventually you're going to get a little separation, audio delay and video delay. So if you're watching on 360p or 480p, go ahead and refresh the page. That'll probably help you out and make things a little bit nicer to watch. You want to do that probably about every 10-15 minutes to make the stream look a little bit better. So
as soon as you notice that audio separation, it's a pretty good indicator that you should probably refresh your stream. So
right.
There's no use telling us that we have the stream set at 720p. So if you're unable to watch the 720p, make sure you're refreshing the page as the audio and the video separate from each other. But I'm here with Hastro. We are answering questions in the chat, or you can tweet at us. That's Hastro with the 0 at the end, or at myself, MrErnestLe. And we can answer any questions you guys want, tips, tricks, any thoughts you guys have about the pro community, pub stomping, anything like that. Or if you want to ask questions about Scum, feel free to tweet at us or ask in the chat, and we will definitely answer it for you guys.
EnVyUs and Team OpTic, as well as GunnarOptiks, for letting them, for allowing us to run this LAN event, for them to exposing more, or for Xbox to expose more people to us. So I want to say thank you to them. That's a pretty cool deal. So check them out, facebook.com/Xbox. Go tell them thank you for us. It looks like Scumpi is going to go 45-11. And his teammates again, not really putting much. Yeah, so Scumpi just going off again.
A solid 8-4.
Yeah,
second place teammate.
Pretty amazing stuff. Is it offline?
No, it just restarted. So type in the chat. Make sure you guys refresh the stream.
Okay. No, so, they're saying there are issues.
Yeah, we have to make sure they refresh the stream because it did restart.
Oh, okay.